Alison Rosen. Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Alison, with her good times never end. Alison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Alison's your new best friend.
Hey everyone, hi, hello, welcome to another exciting episode of Alison Rosen is your new best friend. I'm sitting here in Pod Cabin on a Thursday with your husband and mine, Daniel Kwan. So don't be confused, you'll hear this on a Monday. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going well. Yeah, it's a Thursday. It's a Monday show on a Thursday.
Normally we record on a Friday, but tomorrow I've got physical therapy. Remember, I did that last week, too.
Yeah.
It's my new thing. And then I am getting my eyes dilated. Of course, there's no reason I can't record with my eyes dilated. But still, with such a packed schedule, I thought, let's just squeeze this guy in today. Daniel, there's something different about you.
What is it?
You guess.
I'm wearing my glasses?
Yes. Why? I mean, I don't mean to be up in your face about it. I'm just saying... normally, I guess you don't wear them when you record.
I don't know. I just put them on.
What do they do for you? Because you're someone who's had LASIK twice.
Well, I had LASIK and then it corrected. It's not like I've done it. Like, it's basically once.
You had it once, but like it was split into two parts. One where they did it and then one where they fixed what they did.
Right.
How did they do it wrong? Tell us the LASIK story.
Well, because the width of my cornea wasn't thick enough to do the normal LASIK, they did something called epi-LASIK, which is it's like a certain, so like normal LASIK, they will just slice the cornea.
That's a word I don't want to hear.
And flap it back and zap it with the laser and then flap it back.
Jesus. Are they now when they do that? Are they following some kind of map, or are they just willy-nilly fucking with your... Are they just like...
It's just completely willy-nilly. Maybe you'll see again, maybe you won't.
No, really. They're being very precise about where they're zapping, right?
Yeah, honey.
I have no idea.
Well, you
when
have to
I
be.
Performed LASIK surgery, I wasn't precise.
Right. No, it's all like extremely precise.
Yeah, okay.
Right? It's lasers, it's computers, it's a whole thing. But I didn't have enough cornea. And so the epi-LASIK, basically what they do is they, sorry to anyone who's squeamish, they, instead of doing...
I'm pre-squeamish.
They do it along the surface. So the concave, is it concave or convex?
Concave puffs out like Santa's belly.
Concave.
Wait
surface.
a minute. I'm sorry.
The dome.
Am I right or wrong? No, concave is dip. I think concave dips in.
Yes, so then convex, whatever. The dome.
I was never confused about concave and convex until right now. Thanks for gifting me this.
So it's like the dome shape of your eye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like,
concave is in.
They will. What they
the convex shape of your eye.
Okay, enough.
Don't squirt me with a water bottle.
They remove the top layer of skin cells from the top of it.
Okay.
Okay. And then they zap the surface. So instead of hitting a flat surface like they would a normal LASIK where they slice it, they are shaping the surface of your cornea that is like rounded.
No.
And then and then afterwards it's more of the recovery sucks because whereas normal LASIK you pretty much like can just go and be fine. With this, you have to wait until the skin cells grow back, and
which takes how long?
I would say like a week to 10 days, maybe for it to fully. And it sucks.
And what do you do during that week to 10 days?
Well, you just do a lot of eye drops, and you have to like cover your eyes while you sleep, so that you don't rub your eyes because it's just,
with what?
There's like this plastic like things that go over your eyes that have holes in them, and then you tape it to your face. That's what I do. Maybe it's different now. And that way there air can get in, but you don't like.
And do your eyes? Something's happening with my throat where my voice keeps catching. Hang on.
Anyway, so when they
I had a question. Do your eyes hurt for that time?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And then when it grows back, then you're like, okay. Like immediately after the surgery, I was like, what was it like 2015 or whatever? Like, is that the better than 2020? Whatever the better than 2020 is. I
don't know.
I was like really like, it was like crazy. But then.
Were you like one of those? Because you were almost legally blind, right?
No, I wasn't that bad.
Oh, you had pretty bad vision though.
Yeah, but it wasn't great.
But what was it like? One of those kids who gets those cochlear implants and then like it's all too much, and they hear their mom's voice for the first time?
No, because I used to have good eyes, and I've worn glasses.
Oh,
it's
so
not like
you have a memory of.
But
good
also,
vision.
when you wear glasses, you can see. It's not like I hadn't seen anything for 20 years. And then it was like, oh my God, the world has definition. What is that?
Okay, so it was like just you were wearing your glasses.
It was like wearing glasses.
All right, fine.
Except not wearing glasses.
Yeah.
But anyway, one of my eyes, I think it was my left eye, it wasn't as good as the right eye. Like when it healed back, it was like kind of blurry, and so then they went back and did it again. It sucked. I had to get it done again on that eye.
Well, why did they mess up? Did they mess up, or did it just heal in a wonky way?
I think it's like there's more of a the healing it's not as
precise.
It doesn't heal back as reliably as normal LASIK. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they screwed up. Who knows?
Why were you so woefully bereft of cornea?
Probably from rubbing my eyes my whole life. Honestly,
you're joking.
No, they say not to do that.
You can rub away your cornea.
Yeah, if you rub your eyes, the over time it'll make your corneas thinner. It's true.
This sounds like an old wives' tale.
Well, if the old wives are optometrists or ophthalmologists.
And by the way, is it a tale from wives from a long time ago, or are the wives themselves old?
Old wives are used to be the keepers of knowledge.
Really?
Yep. Now they're just nags. So anyway, that sucked. But I did get to have good vision for a long time. And then, I don't know, I hit 45 and it started to slowly get bad again. And I can still go around with them. This is what people care about. I can still not wear my glasses and be fine, but I can't
I have a question about corneas and shit, which we'll get to, which I'll ask. And then I want you to tell the story of why you got LASIK, because it is the most like neocon doomsday prepper sort of.
Neocon?
Maybe it's not neocon. It's just like
I got it for war, honey.
It's apocalyptic doomsday prepper type thing. It's tactical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so isn't there a film over the whole eye? Is that the cornea? No. What is the cornea? The cornea is
skin. There's skin. There's a layer of skin over your eye. That's what they had to remove.
And that's the cornea. Does the cornea cover the whole eyeball?
No.
Okay, what covers the whole eyeball?
The
conjunctive. No.
I don't know what you're referring to. I'm not like an expert in. I know I look like one.
I dissected a cow's eyeball, and everyone in 7th grade received their eyeball, and mine had a little lid and lashes attached. And I was like, I didn't need this. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
I don't know. We
dissected so much stuff in 7th grade. It was quite awful.
We only dissected frogs. That's all. We only had the budget for frogs.
We did frogs.
But you went to a hoity-toity fancy person school. So.
Nowadays, you would be able to opt out. But we did. Thankfully, we didn't do like a fetal pig or a cat or anything that other people later in sciences do. We did eyeball, frog. We started with frog, worm, like an earthworm, starfish, like a lobster or crawfish, and a toddler and a sloth.
Wow.
I made up those last two. Maybe I forget what else. It seemed like a lot at the time. Now that I'm telling it, it doesn't sound that bad. Okay, listen. I need to know parts of the eye because I need to know if we're all talking about the same situation. Parts. Okay, the iris is the hole, and the pupil. No, the pupil is the hole. The iris is the colored part.
I think so.
You know what? I'm just Googling parts of the eye. Okay. The sclera. That's what I'm talking about. The sclera is what the cornea is the clear dome-shaped front part of the eye that allows light to enter and focuses it on the lens. Oh, the lens must be that thing.
It's
okay.
under the cornea.
So normally, what do they normally do? They do cornea stuff. But because you had such a
thin cornea,
brag, instead they did
the surface.
The anterior chamber. No,
the surface of the cornea.
Oh.
They just zapped the surface of it.
Oh, I see.
So they didn't slice into it.
Can you stop saying slice? Instead say cut.
They didn't cut into it. They removed the sclera, maybe, whatever is covering it, which is a very, very thin
that's
layer of
apparently the
skin cells.
sclera.
And then they zapped it with the laser. And, look, I'm glad I did it. I don't regret it. But, as you get older, no matter what, your eyes get worse. So, like, I can't read it. There's close to, so I had to start getting readers.
And so what are these readers or are these prescription?
Well, now I've got progressive lenses.
Oh, yeah. How are you liking those?
So because my long distance is starting to get, like for driving, I need them. I can watch TV and stuff without glasses, but not great. And so, long distance is sort of blurry, and then I need the readers. So I got progressives, and I'm still getting used to it.
Now, tell us why you decided to get LASIK.
I got LASIK because without my glasses, I couldn't wear contacts. Because contacts would like suffocate my eyes. I get really bloodshot. In fact, my eyes are still bloodshot for the most part.
Is this because of your measly corneas?
Well, contacts like starve your eyeball of oxygen, like at least the ones that I had. And so what happens is
what kind did you have? Because don't they have gas permeable ones?
Well, for some reason it still was like too irritating, and the blood vessels in the whites of my eyes, they come out because it's trying to get oxygen. So you get like, and everyone always thought I was stoned. Yeah, and it just looks like shit because I look like I have just red eyes all the time. So I stopped wearing contacts. My glasses, like if I didn't have my glasses, I was like fucked. Like I couldn't I couldn't do anything. I would get like, I'd be functionally blind.
That's what I tried to say earlier.
Well, but I'm not. It's a medical.
Yeah, I know. You're not.
I'm just mean like I could see if I squint and stuff, but I couldn't like do anything. I couldn't drive. I couldn't do anything. And I don't know, like 9/11. We're recording this on 9/11.
Oh yeah.
I think after 9/11, people have to remember in the immediate aftermath of 9/11, we were in a position
everywhere.
We were in a mindset in this country like this could happen again. Like felt like something had been a weakness has been discovered about our country by people who want to destroy us, and this is going to be a regular thing. Like they're going to this isn't a one-time thing.
Right.
And
right, like this the first domino? What's coming
like
next?
I remember,
not unlike how it feels today, but we'll get to that later.
I was downtown in the days after because I had to do jury duty. My first day of jury, this is back when to do jury duty, you had to show up every single day for 2 weeks, regardless of whether you got on a trial. And if you got on a trial the last day of your 2 weeks, then you have to do another, like, however. So it sucked. But I wasn't like chosen on a jury or anything. So every single day I was in the jury room, downtown LA, which was just like a bunch of benches and a bunch of TVs, just the news. So for me, it was like I was being forced to watch the news all day, every day for 2 weeks after 9/11. And that fucked my head up. Like I was extremely
scared?
Not scared, but like it just changed my thinking on a lot of things, let's just say. And in the middle of it, like, I don't know, like the next day or 2 days later, there were bomb threats and we had to like evacuate. And there was and I don't know if this was even credible, but there was a plot that had been. Apparently, they were going to hit the library tower downtown, which was like the tallest building west of the Mississippi here in LA. And my friend worked in that building, and she had to evacuate. And so, anyway, this was like an ongoing thing. Like, oh, this is just our life now. And I remember in doing all of that, I felt like if someone knocked my glasses off, or if I wouldn't be able to. I would be vulnerable.
Hindered.
I'd be vulnerable in a way that I didn't want to be vulnerable. And I thought, why not just get LASIK? And then I don't have to fucking worry about. I don't have to have this fucking thing that I hate anyway. I hate wearing glasses. Like, at least if I were out in the wilderness and I lost my glasses, I could still function if I was in the wilderness
with your machete, your porn, and your gold bullion and your peanut butter.
No. If it's a post-apocalyptic, if society crumbles, you got to get this right in case I'm not around.
Okay, tell me again.
If something happens to me and society falls apart, and I got to get this, and I'm going to bury it in our backyard.
Okay.
You got to have a stash of porn.
I just said porn.
And you said you had to have it, and liquor. Okay.
To trade?
Yeah.
Or to keep yourself warm?
Well, gold bullion, fine, but like,
right? You can't. No one wants gold at that point.
Yeah, like the guys at the checkpoints are gonna want like some whiskey and some porn, and that's gonna be currency.
What kind of porn?
I feel like get a variety of porn. Okay, because everyone's into anything.
So more of a variety than what they had at the fertility clinic, where it was only big butt Latinas.
Yeah, although that's the medium. Everybody loves a big butt Latina.
That's like the lowest common denominator.
That's why they had that. But like, if you really want to dial it in, because look, think about it this way.
Do you think there's anyone who goes in there who's like, damn it, I was looking for like a flat-chested Swedish woman?
Well, if you think about it this way, right? Mm-hmm. Like we have in our wallets, we have $1 bills.
Yeah.
5, 20, 100.
Yeah.
So like, if you go in there with a penthouse, that's like a $1 bill.
Okay.
I mean, like, yeah, everyone, but... let's
like
say,
if someone's valeting your car in the post-apocalypse, you could hand them a couple penthouses.
Yeah, but let's say you need to get through a checkpoint, and they're a little bit hostile, but the guy is really into like necrophilia.
Oh,
and you happen to have a magazine that has sexy girls with corpses.
Is that a thing?
Sure. That's going to be worth like $100 because that's rare. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or if it's just foot stuff or whatever, like if you have the specialty porn,
right? You can go. It's like a passport.
It could be. I mean, it depends, right? Because the guy who's not into it, it's not worth anything.
Right.
You got to think about this stuff, honey.
Right.
This is.
Have you started compiling your porn wallet?
No. I worry about it being discovered by
Yeah, and how are you
am not going to lie though. I have legitimately thought like I should have a waterproof container like a bin where I can stash fifths of whiskey and vodka and porn and maybe firearms and who knows what else. Bury it in our backyard in case the shit goes down.
Put a note in there so that if someone finds it after you die, and so that they know what it's for, so that it's not like me with my mom's obscene penis doodles and the gun and the 2 vibrators and whatnot, because you don't want your children to be like, oh, he was like a foot necrophilia guy.
Yeah.
Who drank like a lot of whatever alcohol you put in there.
It's like
schnapps.
This is currency after the shit goes down.
Are we sure porn is going to be that valuable? Because here's the thing.
I've learned this from special ops. This comes from special ops people who
secondhand though.
Secondhand is as good as firsthand in my book.
I guess that's actually probably as close as one like us gets to special ops.
When you're behind the lines and you're in like war-torn places, this stuff becomes great. It's just logical.
Because can I tell you something?
Yeah.
This is my own story, my own porn value story. Okay, so when I worked at the OC Weekly, do you know that I got on a Playboy list? So I was receiving promotional, like PR.
You went to the mansion.
Yeah, I went to the mansion a couple times because I was like invited to
We have
events
both
there.
been to the mansion.
I know.
Isn't that fun?
How exciting for us. Those were some good times. But yes, I've been to a couple events at the, I've been to the mansion like course 4 times.
4 times?
Yeah, I think I've been there 4 times. I went there for...
When you were getting your body painted?
There were people getting their body painted, but I was not one of them. I went there for like was it the Midsummer Night's Dream party? I don't know. Some actual...
So you went to an actual party.
I went to an actual...
go to just a promo
thing held there. No, I went to like an actual party, just one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I interviewed this band Zebrahead who were shooting their video there.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was some event held there and Richard Mole from Night Court was there.
Yeah.
And then I feel like there was a 4th time.
Cool.
But I can't remember what it was. And I just know that because I know that at one point I was like, I've been here 4 times, but I don't know what it was. You remember the animals? They had animals.
Of course,
that was
they have
kind of
the
neat.
monkeys. You could feed them grapes and they'll come over and eat the grape.
And blow you. No, wait, I have that wrong. So anyway, yes, I got on this Playboy PR list somehow where I was like receiving stuff from them and I was being invited to their events. And so this was back in the video days. So I was receiving a lot of Playboy videos.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, I guess it's like it'd be softcore, right?
Tame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when I was hired, I was in the music section and then I switched over to features, which is the same thing that I did at Time Out New York. But it's very common for people who write about music to periodically sell their actually, I don't know what they do nowadays, but back then it was very common. You'd have a guy and you'd go and you'd sell your CDs. And I never did that. It always felt a little bit.
You mean the stuff that you were given?
Yes, you'd sell your promotional CDs and other promotional stuff. It always felt a little shady to me to do that because it's like I didn't pay for this, but it was like common, like really common for people to do that. So I never did it. However, when I was getting ready to move to New York, I was like,
but wouldn't they be promotional, like not for resale type CDs?
People will still buy them. Not always. Sometimes you get finished CDs. Sometimes you get promotional and they have like a notch out of them. And sometimes you get finished CDs and sometimes you get cool like collector press kits and things like that. So when I was getting ready to move to New York, I was like, now's my time. And I forget who I got the name of a guy from, but this guy came to my house, my parents' house. And I thought like, wait till he gets a load of all my softcore porn. And he was not interested in it at all. And he was actually kind of like judgy about it. Like, maybe I got the one like moralistic pawn shop guy.
Right.
Anyway, he had no use for it. And I was like, oh, this is worth 0. But you're saying in an apocalypse, it's different.
I mean, like that would probably have some value. I mean, I just don't know if a CD or a VHS would have that much value. I think you got to go with magazines.
Oh, okay.
When I say porn, I mean magazine porn, not like.
Do you think there's going to be no DVD players in the apocalypse?
Well, you gotta factor in all forms of post. Like, they're not going to be like hooking up a DVD player to a Jenny. Do you know what I mean?
Why? You got to conserve your generator power?
It's more valuable for them to have a magazine.
Yeah.
So they can just go into the...
So you think if I had magazines, he would have been like,
no,
oh, yeah.
I don't know this guy. I have no idea if your guy... Your guy is not the same scenario that I'm talking about.
It's exactly the same, Daniel. It's exactly the same. But wasn't there also a story of you in a bar and your glasses, you lost your glasses in a bar?
Oh. Yeah. Maybe that informed my feeling.
That is the story you've always told me.
I guess it did. I mean, it was so long ago. I was, it was like, what was it? St. Patrick's Day happened to fall on a Friday, so someone could probably figure out what year this was.
Do you want to be friends with that person though?
I'm probably that person.
I know. Owen is that person.
And
I love him.
We went to, what was the name of that bar on
Coyote
Sunset?
Ugly?
No. Is that
Really?
Western
Because in my mind,
Saddle Ranch or something
yeah,
like that?
that's the same as Coyote. Okay.
And they, I don't know why we went there. So cheesy, but it was actually kind of fun. We went early, and the bartender was like feeding us grasshopper shots. So what happened was like you pace yourself knowing your pace, right? You know how much I can drink and how fast to drink. But if someone's feeding you shots,
why were they doing this?
because it was St. Patrick's Day, and he would every now and then he'd just make a round of shots and give everyone a free shot just to keep you drinking, you know, like. And so, at some point, this is the only time in my life I've ever like just completely blacked out. Like all I know is like we're drinking, and the next thing I know, the bar is fucking packed. I'm sitting on the edge in a chair on the edge of the crowd, like my hands and my head in my hands. Glasses are fucking gone. Everyone I came with, gone. Like I just came to. Everyone just left me. Fucking assholes.
Who was it? Because I hate them.
This is people I worked with.
Okay. Do I know any of them? Because I have a word or two for. Oh, you know what, Tony? Here's how I feel about Daniel's coworkers.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Jim was with us.
Oh.
But, Jim and I weren't close yet at that point.
Okay. Hey, Jim. Go fuck yourself
guy.
again.
I mean,
Still.
He would have looked after me in years after that, but I think at that point it was just he probably thought I was. Hey, who knows?
What, asleep?
No, I think some of them might have left earlier.
Okay.
When I probably wasn't completely gone,
Shit faced.
and the ones that left were sort of like narcissistic fuckers that just took care of themselves.
Okay.
And,
clearly. Girls wouldn't do this. Let me just say that.
Yeah. So I had
if I didn't even barely knew the person, but I knew they worked at the same place as me, I would make sure that girl got home.
Yeah, I mean, I think that for girls, it's a different.
Well, yeah, that's true.
There's a different risk element. You know, I would know. I couldn't find. I was still fucked up. I couldn't find my glasses. I had driven there.
Oh no! Please tell me you didn't get in your car.
No. I took a taxi home.
How did you even?
No, I couldn't see.
How did you even get a cab? This is pre-cell phone, wasn't it?
There were cabs back then.
But you just hailed one on the street?
Yeah. It's Sunset Boulevard. There were cabs. So I got a cab home, and then I had to take a cab back there the next morning because that's where I had to get my car. But
I've never hailed a cab in anywhere other than New York, in Los Angeles.
Okay. So
it felt important that I let everyone know that.
Well, yeah, there's not a lot of places.
Yeah.
I mean, but like certain places.
Right.
Anyway, whatever. So here's the thing. I had to take a cab back to my car, but I couldn't drive my car back because I couldn't see.
Oh.
So
you only had one pair of glasses?
And this was a Saturday. I think I did. I think what I had to do was take a cab to like a Lee Optical and get my prescription and glasses and then go get my car. It was such a fucking
They could
pain
get
in the
you
ass.
your glasses that fast?
They turned it around real quick. They could make them right there.
I didn't know that was
I mean, it
an
took
option.
a couple hours,
yeah.
but I mean, it was like...
You didn't have a friend you could just say, hey, could you...
Get my car?
Yeah. Could you go with me to get my car?
How would that work?
Then the friend drives your car back to your house. And
but what about their car? I guess they would take the cab with me?
Yeah.
No. I just dealt with it. Well, no, I just dealt with it.
Yeah.
It was just like, this is my problem. And of course, they never found the glasses at the bar. They were totally rude about it too the next morning. They weren't like nice about it. They weren't like compassionate at all. They were like, nah. It's like, assholes, come on.
So how long do you think you were out?
Who the fuck knows? Like probably a few hours. I mean, like, who knows how long I was actually out? Well, I don't know how long I was like
sitting in the chair,
passed out.
Right.
I know I lost a couple hours.
But you could have just, knowing you were probably just like talking to people and being normal. Like you just blacked out while you were just being drunk.
I'm a fun drunk.
Yeah.
I'm like, I goof around, and I might have been.
The question is the chair. How long? Who put you in the chair? Did you get in the chair yourself? What happened, etc.?
Yeah, I asked the same questions. I have no idea.
Yeah. Did you talk to your friends the next day to say, hey, what happened?
Well, that Monday. Yeah.
And what did they say?
They're like, I don't know. We just decided to go. It was like, we just decided to go to this other bar, and you weren't there. So we just left. No one. It was like for them. They
like you were in the bathroom or something.
They must have just lost track of me and then thought that I like left or something. It got really crowded. Maybe they thought maybe I was just. I could have been like off socializing with strangers. Who the fuck knows? Like
So after that, you decided, because you have always told me that that's what prompted the surgery.
Yeah, I bet
that and 9/11.
I'm sure that did. In my mind, it was more 9/11 related, but yeah. Anyway.
No, it was that in light of 9/11 or something.
It was like just a feeling after that of total vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
Like it sucked. So anyway.
Well, I think we should play a voicemail, and we're going to.
Hey, Alison and Daniel. This is Karen from Scotland. My hey, go fuck yourself is for Bravo, because I'm completely addicted to stupid housewives shows now. And I literally been off for the last 4 days, and that's all I've watched. So, Bravo.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Oh, and also, I know you only asked for one, but I really want to find out if it's just me or everyone. That last line of dust, I won't go into the dustpan. Does that not bother everybody? Or is that just me? I literally spent like 30, 45 seconds chasing it around the floor this morning. Anyway, hope everybody's well. Bye.
Oh, yeah, that's really annoying. You got to then turn it and then go like...
You just keep thinning it out.
Yes. And eventually you just like kind of
redistribute.
Puff it into the air, into the room. Yeah.
I know. Bravo.
Yeah.
Not bravo to you, Bravo.
That's right.
We're not into any Bravo shows right now.
No,
we finished
we're not.
The Valley. I feel like it's always a risk getting invested in another Bravo show because it's just such a thing. You just end up having to watch it all the time.
Yeah, I would like to be into a Bravo show right now.
I've heard that there's some good. I think Miami is supposed to be pretty good.
We tried to get it. We tried to begin season 5 of The Crown, which I was into it back when I don't know if I was like into it, but I enjoyed it back when we watched it. But it's too dense.
It is. And I'm just not that interested in.
But didn't you enjoy it when we watched it originally?
I did.
Yeah.
Because it was sort of novel, but now it's not. And I don't know. Plus there's the whole, like, I don't know, the whole Diana of it all. Like, it's just a bummer. I don't know if I want to see that go down. You heard
so
that
instead we're watching something cheerful. We're watching Unknown Number, the catfish story.
But Prince Harry is reconciling with his brother.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Apparently.
Where'd you hear?
That's been all over the newses. And he's going to be going and spending time there, I think, and trying to...
In Montecito?
No, Harry...
Prince Harry is reconciling.
I bet you he's so bored, like, in Montecito. Like, I love Montecito.
It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful,
yeah.
but it can be a little isolated relative to life as a royal in England.
Yeah. I see. So Prince Harry's going to go to England.
I think he wants to make right with his family. I don't know.
Where's Meghan Markle in all of this?
It's a good question.
I need to watch that show that's not very good, supposedly not very good, With Love from Meghan Markle.
I don't need to see that.
I would like to see it.
Listen, I'm bitter still.
About?
I had commented on one of their Instagram posts, and I had offered to do a play date.
Right.
And they never responded.
It's pretty rude.
And I feel like, you know what? Fine then. Fuck you then, is what I say.
This catfish unknown number thing, I mean, super disturbing, but interesting. And I keep being like, oh, we get to watch the rest of our show. And then I'm way too tired. Uh-oh. By the time we go to watch it. So we're never going to watch it.
While you've been going to sleep early, I've been finally finishing The Leftovers.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to be so good. How is it?
Yeah, it's very watchable and enjoyable show in that it's a very different kind of show than anything else, and I like the way the way they made it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying the mystery of it.
You're in the final season, right?
I don't think the writing is as good as other people think.
Okay.
But I'm still so interested in what they're doing that I can kind of overlook that.
How far into the final season are you?
Just past the halfway.
The finale is supposed to be so good.
Right. Like, I'm really curious what they're doing.
Is Kevin in it? Because remember how, isn't that his name, Kevin?
What do you mean is he in it? The main character? Is the main
Yes.
character in it?
Yeah, because remember there...
Yeah. Were you wondering, did you think that was the twist? Like,
remember there was
Justin Theroux and he's like all over the ads and then he's not in it at all?
Remember? I bored myself. Remember there was one season that concerned other people?
Well, the show will take episodes and
No, it was like a whole fucking season. And it was like that town and that girl and the family.
He was in that season.
He was?
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay. So says you. But not as much as in the other seasons.
There's only 3 seasons.
Are you sure?
I think you're getting this confused with another show.
No, I'm not. There was a town and there's like a bridge and they have a festival.
Right.
And there's that girl that I feel like we saw in something else. I think she's biracial. She wears shorts. And she's part of a family. That's when it jumped from what we know to this group of people. Do you know what I'm talking about? I think it may have just been the second season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was all over that.
Are you sure?
Oh my.
Okay, are you watching the third season? Is the final season the third season?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened in the second season when it jumped to these other people?
Well, there was a town in Texas where nobody had been raptured or whatever.
Right. That was the point.
And so it was like a nexus for a lot of like people to come and, have all their ideas about what's going on and religious whatever. And
didn't they have a festival there or something? And a bridge?
There was a bridge to get to the town. And I don't know about the festival.
Treehouse or a lookout or something.
There were people who were camped out.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds right.
And but the story of the season had to do with our main character mainly.
Okay. And so are those people from the town in this third season?
Some of them.
The girl with the shorts?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Is Carrie Coon in it?
So Carrie Coon is in it, Justin Theroux.
And there was a guy.
What's her name? His wife.
Amy Brenneman.
Amy Brenneman.
I got up to
the guy who looks like Phil Rosenthal.
I don't know if we're talking about the same guy, but I think we are. Okay, so here's what happened last night. Mm-hmm. We have some tiny tacos.
I did. I bought some tiny tacos.
Yeah, and not where you recently bought tiny tacos from a fast food place.
Well, I went to Jack in the Box because it was like super late and nothing was open.
These are not those
and
tiny tacos.
They have teeny tiny tacos.
Those are so fucking cute.
Yeah, those are teeny tiny. These were just tiny.
Yeah, but you bought a bag of frozen tiny taco. They're not taquitos, by the way. And if you're wondering, is a taquito a small taco? It's not.
It's a rolled taco.
Yeah, but a taquito should be a small taco based on what I know of Spanish.
Yeah, I mean, I think nobody had considered the idea of an actual small taco when they named the taquito. They thought, this is it. This is as small as a taco can get. Let's call it a taquito. And then,
but it's not.
And then sort of the Leonardo da Vinci of Mexican food came along and had his notebook full of doodles.
And he said, this will be called Tiny Taco?
In it, he had a page that had a normal sized taco drawing.
Yeah.
And then a smaller taco. And I think that was found by Jack in the Box.
It just all makes sense. So anyway, you bought a bag of frozen small tacos. Mm-hmm. So you were making some of those. Mm-hmm. And I was like, God, I want one, but I have to go to bed. Mm-hmm. So I said, just save me one because I'll get up and eat it later.
Did you?
Yes. So remember, I came crashing into the room.
Stumbling, I would say.
Stumbling. What time was that? Maybe like
11:30.
Yeah, because I have been getting sleepy tired.
Yep, both.
Sleepy tired early. So I woke up, popped my Invisalign out, and I said, I'm going to get me some nibbles. Hopefully a small taco. And then you said, your taco is over there. And then I ate the taco. And while I did that, I said, what are you watching? What are you watching? And it was the guy, and I think it's the Phil Rosenthal guy. And he was very heated. Is he a pastor? Okay. Is he the Phil Rosenthal guy? He has a likable face.
Yeah.
I feel that Phil Rosenthal is I prefer Phil Rosenthal's face.
Yeah, me too.
He's like
Phil Rosenthal has the better version of this face.
Yes, he's like the brother that's not famous of Phil Rosenthal.
Right.
He's a little more like something's going on with his teeth and his nose and his facial structure. So he's a pastor.
He's a pastor.
So he's got that like fire and brimstone passion. What was he carrying on about?
Well, I guess spoilers, anyone, I don't know if you care.
Well, wait, maybe we shouldn't spoil.
Well, it's not really a spoiler.
He's
a believer. So things happened to Kevin in the second season that are miraculous, right? Like, and so he has this character, I forget his name, has
Phil
kind of writing the gospel, essentially like the sequel to the Bible, as they put it.
He is? Like
he's writing down, well...
Oh, is Kevin Jesus?
I mean, it's sort of like, he's sort of like a Jesus-y... He like, okay, spoiler alert, he like dies in season 2, like dies, and is buried, goes to the afterlife and comes back.
Oh,
he performs miracles. So like, it's clear that something's up. And so this guy is like writing the story of it, and he what you caught was him. There was like a nuclear bomb had gone off and all planes are down, but Kevin's in Australia.
Jeez.
With Alexander, who is having a terrible bad day. And he needs to get to Australia, and so he has to figure out how to get there when all the planes are down. So that's kind of what you're dealing with. He's like determined to save or to help.
I feel like I watched, you know what? We started watching this third season, I think.
Yeah, you and I watched the first 2 episodes, and then that was like 3 years ago. And I just figured, I can't wait for you.
No, don't.
And so I just decided,
I'm going to finish Unknown Number.
No, you're not.
I'm going to finish Unknown Number. Question. Did the pastor have a wife who was a paraplegic or in a coma or something?
I think so. Like, this is the problem with
weird how
so long
yeah,
to pick
I know.
up a show, because like there's a lot where I'm like, I don't remember what's
You know
going
what's
on
worse than that? Picking up a book that you had read part of?
No, I can't do it.
Oh, you just don't? And
Either
just being
I don't,
like,
or I just go
am
back
going to
and
start on
over.
page 121,
No.
and I don't care that I have zero recollection. Can I tell you?
Mm-hmm.
When I was in 3rd grade, my mom's friend, and I wonder if my mom's friend is alive. Her name was Susan. She gave me this book called Beauty. It is a retelling of the Beauty and the Beast story. And I was reading it. And at the time, I was very aware of my propensity for not continuing a book and forgetting what was going on.
Yeah.
So I made a vow to myself. I will not forget what is going on at the point at which I'm putting this book down. And I still remember, but I don't, it's very, like there's like all this. So he was giving her a box. That's all I remember. Everything that led up to it has fallen away.
But
this
that some character is
singular
giving another
data
character a
point.
box.
Someone was giving someone a box.
Ooh, mystery box.
I know. She had loved this book. And I'm realizing that this book has been lost to the sands of time. And by that, I mean, it's in the piles of stuff that we either sold in the estate sale or got tossed or whatever. You know what? Not important. You had given me a copy of The Inventions of Hugo.
Oh yeah.
Chabet?
Something like that, yeah.
Whatever. And that I also don't think I brought to this house. I think that one got tossed or sold too. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay.
Should we play another voicemail? I think so. Okay. Let's see here.
Hi, this is Julie from Centerville, Virginia, and I was hoping that we were going to finally get some comments about Project Runway and how terrible the new format is. So I'd love to hear all of your thoughts. This is Julie from Centerville, Virginia. Thanks.
Julie from Centerville, Virginia, because she's speaking in like a muted tone, and it sounds a little bit like the way you sound checked earlier, which I have half a mind to send to Tony and ask him to include it.
Don't. It's stupid.
I said, can we just do a little sound check? And you're like, hi, this is a little sound check. Anyway, hi,
See,
Julie.
It's never funny. It's never.
I thought it was funny. If they heard you, they might think it's funny.
Right.
Doing a little sound check over here. You do a little sound check over there.
Here's a little sound check.
No, be a normal one.
Oh, big normal sound check.
Yeah,
that's me. Hi.
Okay. Hi, Julie. Thank you for calling in. I'm wondering if Tone Zone knows Centerville, Virginia, since he's from Mechanicsville, Virginia, or rather, his mom lives there and he lived there after high school. I forget. They went Michigan, Virginia. It's a little confusing to me, but yeah, we abandoned the Project Runway story because I can't fucking stay awake.
Yeah, the whole point was that we'd watch it together and talk about it in real time, and we realized that was too tall an order.
Yeah,
to be able to.
But do you have thoughts on the new format, and how does the new format differ from the old format?
The only thing that's bumping me about it is that, and I don't know if this is new or not because it's been so long since I watched the show, but like they don't tell you who lost that episode. Like, so you watch the whole episode and then at the end, you know, you have the three people who are at the bottom and one of them one of them's going to go. And, you know, you go through the whole, like, this is what sucked about your outfit and why you deserve to kill yourself. And this is, you know, you might as well just jump off a bridge and you're the worst. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna puke. And then it's like, who's going to go? And then it cuts to credits.
That feels cheap.
And I hate that.
It feels like when podcasts take a regular episode and divide it into two parts, which I did for a series of time before I just went to having a second episode each week.
Yeah, it's like, motherfuckers, like, I am not going to watch another episode right now. Like, I can watch one episode.
Right.
Just fucking give me...
The loser. Give me the loser.
So they give you the loser.
We came to watch someone get killed. Let us see it.
Yeah, they give you the loser at the beginning of the next one. I'm like, I don't remember them doing that. So
and I don't think they did that.
I think that's a terrible
No reality
choice.
show does that.
I hate it. That might be actually a big reason why I stopped watching it because I was just like...
a little bit needy. It's thirsty.
It feels manipulative in a way that I don't like. That said, and I'm not... There isn't a designer yet. Usually with this, each season there's like a designer who I really like their clothes, and I'm excited to see like what they do. And I feel like there's one gal who does like sort of her sensibility is kind of traditional, like modern spins on traditional clothes, which is kind of cool. Like she does, it's almost like, you know, not Americana, but like, you know, like not cottagecore. What am I even saying? Like, it's like,
I don't know.
Like traditional, like 1800s type tailoring and clothes, except with a modern spin. And
who is it? Cool. Which one is it?
I don't know their names.
Great.
And so I'm kind of, I find that interesting, curious about her stuff, but the flamboyant, like the overly flamboyant characters are annoying and grating. Like there's the guy who's the drag queen.
Much.
There's a drag queen, and it's like he has these crazy theatrical outfits that are like, okay, like whatever. And
the one that had been on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, I'm just not charmed. I don't care. Everything is like, it feels like out of a Lady Gaga video, which is like, and then what's the other? And then you've got those two Mexican guys who are
the brothers.
The brothers who are really annoying. But I was kind of hoping with them they would bring like a sensibility, and maybe they do, but like a Mexican, like a Mexican cosmopolitan modern sensibility. Like there are art movements in Mexico that we in the United States are just oblivious to because we don't pay attention to Mexico. Because we all tend to think of Mexico as like the border cities, but like Mexico City is a huge fucking like sophisticated city. It's not like, you know, us racists here in the United States like tend to think of it. And I would love to see that represented. And maybe it does. I just haven't seen that. I don't know. It just.
So you know how I watch a lot of plastic surgery content on TikTok? There's these two twin sisters, Peggy Lynn and Patsy Lynn, and I did not realize they are Loretta Lynn's daughters. Oh. They have different, it's Peggy Lynn something and Patsy Lynn something. And one of them kind of went viral because she went down to Guadalajara and got a facelift.
Right.
And you know about this?
No, but I know everyone's doing it.
Yes. And the results were so dramatic.
Was she the one that you were showing me?
Maybe. You and I were watching someone one night.
Oh, so she was Loretta Lynn's daughter?
I don't know if there's a few of them who around the same time like went viral. I didn't realize it was her
She
daughter.
had like an amazing facelift. Like she looked
I don't know if it's her or not. Okay. It might have been, I think it was someone named Michelle actually that we're thinking of. But anyway, so one of them, Peggy or Patsy, had the facelift in Guadalajara, and the other one had a facelift in Texas. Oh. And so now the one who had the facelift in Texas before the other one, whose results are not as good, by the way, is now going down to Guadalajara and getting a brow lift, an upper bleph, a lower bleph, and a lip lift. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I'm going to take you guys with me
I'm
through
getting
it.
an eyeball enlargement. Did I tell you?
Oh, yeah. You told me you want bulging eyes like a pug, right?
They're going to inject a fluid in your eyes that makes them larger.
Yeah. And why do you want the larger eyeballs?
So that I look more interested when I'm talking to people.
Like Michelle's husband on the Valley? Not husband, boyfriend.
Yes.
There's too much white of that guy's eye. I'm seeing too much white.
You've heard that there's a Japanese word for when you can see white on three sides of the eye.
What? No, peninsula.
I forget what it is, but it like means like crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, one of the sisters was answering questions of like, she's like, we're not going to Guadalajara just because it's not that we're chasing a good price, because apparently it's like half the price down there. I'm going to sneeze. She's like, we're coming down here because the plastic surgery here is cutting edge, state of the art. The facilities, the nurses, the this, the that, like all of it. And it made me think, is that like, are they ahead of us down there?
Most Americans, if you were to say like, I'm getting plastic surgery in Guadalajara, they'd be like in a barn. You know what I mean? Like
our notion
we think of Mexico as a third world country,
yes,
but it isn't.
Right. But there's another plastic surgeon that I follow who's in Beverly Hills, and she is like very against people going to other countries to get plastic surgery.
Why?
Because you don't know what. Hang on. Sorry, it's our. Okay. I got a text. I just had to see it because here. You know that you can get a board certified plastic surgeon, and you don't know, basically because there's too many unknowns. Like you don't know what training this person has gone through. And of course, in my mind, I'm like, what if you go down there and something goes wrong? Like, what kind of recourse do you have? But then I think, is that being racist of me? And I don't think it's racist. I think it's just
I'm sure
cautious.
They have.
If I were,
but they have certification in Mexico.
Yes.
Like they don't. It's
right,
not like
but
Wild
I'm
West.
just telling you what the Beverly Hills person was saying. But I feel like if you could verify that it's apples to apples, or even apples to better apples, it seems compelling because the results that this guy is having are really good.
And I want to say, like, just because you're getting plastic surgery in the United States doesn't mean you're getting like.
Well, medical care in the U.S., we're not.
This is the
top country.
Well, but this is also the country where the guy was in Florida was giving Brazilian butt lifts, but just injecting like concrete.
Oh yeah,
but
wasn't board certified.
No,
he
I
was
know, but
like,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah, you can get fucked up in this country, too.
my point is, like, where you're getting it is not an indicator. It's, are they certified? And that, of course, if you're going to go to another country, make sure that they have certification, the person's qualified. But if they are, there's no reason to think just because they're in Mexico that they're not qualified if they're certified and they have all the qualifications.
Right. I think she was saying you just don't know what you're getting as well. And I mean, look, people were definitely pushing back on her.
Look, she's probably losing business to this. So
yeah.
Step up your game.
Well, you know, my fantasy nose job is going to happen either in LA or New York, and maybe I should widen my purview. I don't know if I'm using purview correctly, you know?
I don't know.
People do a lot of medical tourism in Turkey.
Well, I know that
but they
hair
just do
plugs,
Barbie noses. Really?
Do they do more than hair plugs in Turkey? I know all the guys.
They do all of it, yeah.
Do they?
They do teeth. Turkey teeth. They do noses, Barbie noses.
You can get that red thing under your chin implanted.
You can get a waddle implanted. You can get a comb.
What if all the plastic surgery in Turkey just
turns you into a turkey?
Turns you into more of a turkey.
Yeah.
I really like if you get a nose job in Turkey, it's more of a beak.
Yeah. More of a beak? Excuse me.
Well, assuming anyone who goes there to get a thing has
the beginning of a beak?
Yeah. Proto beak.
How dare you?
I'm not saying you do.
You were saying I do. God's sake. You were. Can I tell you? Listen, we haven't talked about Charlie Kirk, and we don't really have time to. So let's just each say like one or two sentences. I feel it's really sad and I feel really shaken up. And of course, like I didn't agree with him about anything, but it's still, I find it really upsetting and I'm concerned about what the response is going to be. I haven't followed the news that much except to, you know, what the first of all, it's like, they did have someone in custody or they didn't, what's going on. But it was announced that they did yesterday for a second. And then like, oh, I'm sorry. Trans ideology was found on the bullet casings, and people have pointed out, like, what is trans ideology and Antifa? Like, all of this feels very convenient. By the time you hear this, more information might have come out, but it all seems, you know, fishy and, but also just scary and upsetting and sad. I don't want to live in that. And then there was another school shooting yesterday that we didn't even hear about because this news, smothered it. Anyway. Horrid. Did you have a sentence you want to say?
It hit me a little harder than I was expecting.
Yeah.
I think that he's been someone who's I've been aware of for a long time.
Same.
I don't think I have agreed with him on very little. I don't like his political project. I don't agree with him on anything, but he always seemed like an actually like amicable guy. He was open to debate anybody. He was a human being, and it's like and
he was young too,
and like on a human level, and as a citizen, it horrifies me that this is happening, and that this guy was killed. We should be able to disagree, you know. Like, yes, I fucking oppose everything he stood for, but we shouldn't be. So there's that, and then there's also like. And I understand, like, there's people on the left who are like, well, he did all this, you know, he stood for all this bad stuff, so fuck him or whatever. And it's like, nobody on the left should be happy about this. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even saying on a moral level. Yes, you shouldn't be happy about it on a moral level, too.
You're saying it on a double lasik tactical level.
There is no way that this event ends up good for the left.
Right. At the time, we have no idea if it was someone on the left, though. I suspect it wasn't.
But here's on that, we're never going to really have confidence.
Right.
What Trump has done to the Justice Department and everything, I don't think we could ever really know. If they arrest someone tomorrow, how can we be sure of anything?
Right.
No, you know, like, how can you be confident that they didn't plant evidence? Like, you don't know. We don't know. Okay. So, whatever. Like, who did it? Who the fuck knows? I don't think we'll ever really know. But one thing I do know is that the Trump is going to use this in ways that I think are going to be really, really bad and scary. And and there's going to be more violence in reaction to it, regardless of what the truth is. And to the point where, like, Greg Gutfeld, who I like Greg personally. I don't agree with him, but he said something yesterday that I do agree with, which is like, this would be so stupid for a leftist to have done that I don't actually believe a leftist did it. Because how could anybody be that stupid?
Right.
This is a really, really scary, like, to the point where, like, this is the first time where I feel like someone posted this thing, and then I'll be done.
Okay. Thank God.
It was like a TikTok, and it was just them thinking, and it was an audio from Mary Poppins of Dick Van Dyke saying something's on the wind, like something's coming, something ominous. Like,
was it from? Did you say Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, yeah, it's like it feels now for the first time like something's coming, something really ominous, like something bad is coming, and it's making me think about what I need to do to take care of
foot porn,
my family, like, for real though, like what we need to do to make sure that you're safe, the people in my life are safe, that we can all make sure that we weather what I think might be some historical, the storms of history.
Yeah.
We are riding on those waves. We cannot control them, but hopefully our boat is secure, and that is where my mind is. And I feel grief for Charlie, and I feel grief for this country in a very real way that I wasn't expecting, or I wouldn't have expected.
Yes. I feel surprisingly unsettled by it. That's what I said to someone.
But imagine, people have been, like, historians are like, yes, but we've been lucky in a way. Like this was common for a while in like the 60s.
Right.
Like, you had JFK and RFK both murdered.
Right.
You had Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and you had leaders of, like, assassinated all the time. Like, so we're going to go through history. Hopefully, God willing, we will all weather this and come out the other side. And you just got to, we got to take care of each other. That's it. We just have to take care of each other and keep your values. Like, don't let go of your values. Know what you stand for. Like, know that life has value. And that, when someone disagrees with you politically, unless they're pointing a gun at your face, literally or figuratively, like, that's just because they have different information and a different life experience. It doesn't mean they're a bad person who needs to be destroyed. We got to stop it with that shit. We've got to understand that
no one of sound mind would have, unless it was, set up. But if it was legit, then no one of sound mind does this, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And that's what's scary.
I've moved beyond who did it. Like, to me, it's like not about who did it. It's about what
that's
we
how you
stand
felt
for.
about hunting wives too.
Well, it's like, it first of all can't be known. Yeah, it's like there's gonna be violence around the margins. Yeah, when you stoke it. But
I hate it. Listen, I don't want to.
We gotta go.
The problem is we have to go to back to school night, and I've got to fill in these eyebrows. I don't want to bring shame upon my family. So listen, everyone. Sorry to leave you on such a sobering note. We'll be back soon with stuff that's lighter. I'd like to remind you, I'm on Patreon, patreon.com/Alison Rosen.
Patreon.
And Substack, AlisonRosen.substack.com. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen Show?